is learning to see, learning to hear, and finding your voice. And what she meant by that, I think, was learning to see the world in your own unique way, and learning to hear what's going on around you, learning the patterns of people speaking, and just learn how to take in information that way. And then just finding your voice, find your own unique way of telling the story so that it sounds like you, so that you're not trying to be somebody else on the page. And the final thing, of course, is that you really do have to have a story that you want to tell, something that you want to write. It's not enough, I think, in my experience anyway, just to say, I want to be a writer. You need to want to be a writer because you have something that you want to say, and you need to be clear what that is. And I guess one more thing I would say is don't quit your day job. Don't expect it to make you rich, because it usually doesn't, you know. And so, I mean, sometimes it does. Sometimes there are people like, you know, I don't know, John Grisham or whoever, who make good money at it, and you know, God bless them. They work hard at it and deserve it. But, you know, I mean, most of us are, you know, have to find our satisfaction, at least some of it, somewhere else. I mean, every now and then you'll have a successful book that does okay, but most of the time you just got to want to do it. You just got to want to tell the story, and that has to be the end in itself, you know, because that's really the only part you can ultimately control.
Absolutely. Yeah, you have to do it because you love it. You know, it's kind of like acting. You know, you just can't be in it for the fame or the money, you know, because, right, like you said, that may never happen.
Yeah. I think acting is a great analogy. You know, it's a creative profession, and you know, and a lot of people think acting means being a Hollywood star, you know, but when and sometimes it does, because there are Hollywood stars, but there are, you know, my youngest daughter is an actor, and she's done pretty well at it, but, you know, she's not a household name. She does it because she loves theater. She loves, you know, an occasional role in a TV show or a commercial or whatever. She just loves it because it's creative, and her daughter has taken it up, you know, for that reason. And I have another granddaughter who loves being in, you know, in musicals, in theater camp and that kind of thing. And so, as you know from your own experience, you know, you got to love the creative process, and it's got to be an end in itself.
Absolutely. And you never stop learning, you know, you improve, and there's always room to learn.
That's really true. You keep getting better, and you keep demanding more of yourself, and you know, sometimes the stars align, and, you know, big things happen, and, you know, but you always are just trying to do good work.
Absolutely. And if you fail, you know, failure can be a wonderful thing, because you can learn from it and learn not to do it that way again.
That absolutely true. It's you know, it's a great teacher, painful teacher, but it'll happen. If you're in any of these creative fields, it will happen at some point or another. So pick up and go on and figure out how not to make the same mistakes, you know. So yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, but most importantly, you have to enjoy it, you know. It just has to speak to you, you know. You have to have the craft for it, you know, and that's what matters, you know.
I agree. Yeah. I totally agree with that.
Absolutely. Well, Mr. Gaillard, thank you very much for letting me interview you. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and I'm glad we were finally able to do this. I know we've been trying to do this for a while, and I'm glad.
Right. Yeah, I really appreciate your interest, and hope we'll get to talk again sometime. Okay.
Absolutely. You have a good day. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Trey. Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye. And that was writer Mr. Frye Gaillard. Thank you very much for listening. I hope we gave you some informativity, creativity, entertainment, but most importantly, happiness throughout your day. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.